Hey everybody, it's your man James, back again with some more comic reviews for you. Today we're going to be taking a break from the Allegiance art stuff that I've been doing because the wife did a little something kind of interesting. She placed an order through Dynamite and got like a whole package, like 40 something comics for like 20 bucks. And so I looked through them and I found a couple in there that I thought might be interesting, and so I got them out and I read them, and so now we're going to be doing some reviews here. I'll intersperse these in with the Allegiance art stuff, and these ones here, it's stuff from from like 2015 to 2017 is where most of these books are from. So it's stuff that's fairly recent but not new. So it's definitely an older review. And right here we got Army of Darkness Volume 4, issue number 5 by Cullen, Bunn, and Larry Watts, with a great cover here by Gabriel Hardman. As you can see here, it's definitely a play on the old Aliens movie. You see with, Sigourney Weaver, and here you got Ash in a suit against a giant monster. Really, a really nice little shout out there to some classic sci-fi horror pop culture. Of course, sad to say, this is probably about as good as it gets as far as that goes. Because the basic story here is, of course, Ash is our savior. He's out to stop the Deadites, and in this installment, the Deadites are trying to use a satellite to infect all of humanity through television. And so, so everything is taking place out here in space, as you can see, a little Deadite action there on the satellite. And so, trying to drive people into the darkness, into the evil. And of course, the only person that can save us is our hero. And it's pretty much what I would call paint by numbers comic book storytelling, because there is absolutely nothing that happens in this issue that is a surprise or is a shock or is suspenseful in any way. It's everything seems to be checking off the boxes. His Ash make a wise comment, check. Does Ash say, give me some sugar baby, check. Does the the evil monster get sent into a poor time portal, check. Just nothing. There is absolutely nothing here that will surprise you. It's everything you come to expect. It's very much paint by numbers, checking off boxes. It really lacked any kind of sense of drama or suspense, which you would think for horror you would want, and yet you don't get any of that. Here's Ash with his sidekick de jour, a female astronaut who pretty much you see this look here on her face right here, that look of like rolling-eyed annoyance. That's pretty much the reaction she has the entire issue. She looks like that. Here's another shot of her. Just more annoyance. More annoyance. More annoyance. Nothing. She has no range whatsoever. It's really incumbent upon Ash to provide any kind of levity or any kind of interest, and again, it's all paint by numbers. So what they do is they have to use a space shuttle to go out and capture the Necronomicon to bring an end to all this nonsense. And so that leads us to Ash in space against his evil doppelganger, as of course, and I do. The one good thing I did like this, where he's speaking but you can't hear it because they're in space and there's no air. I like that. That was mildly amusing to see that the villain would try to talk trash in space where they can't hear. Ash even notes it himself. I can't hear a word this guy is saying, but I think I can understand the sentiment. So I mean, it's everything you expect. They fight. Ash crawls out on the arm to retrieve the book, and he says the magic words, and then creates the portal to suck the demon away and the evil Deadite satellite, and you know, the day is saved and Earth is cool, and, you know, give me some sugar, baby. There it is. You know, had to have. But again, as usual, her expressions the entire time, here and here, he does just constant mild annoyance. Never anything more from her. You know, and that's, and as we reach towards the end of the story, you know, it's, you know, hey, we do, you know, it's home out of sound that wake me when we land. Gotta admit, autopilot is running perfectly, and a nap seems like a great idea. And of course, you know, things don't turn out quite the way we think. It's the classic uh-oh ending, as we've all seen before with Ash. I mean, so really, this one, I give it about a 4.5 out of 10. It's just very, like I said, very by the numbers, no surprises, no shocks. You know, I didn't really care for the art, this sort of manga-esque style that just, it's, you know, the artist is not, you know, I just don't really care for that style at all. It's to me, it's like completely wrong for the tone of the character and the series. You know, and then you got stuff like this here. I mean, just look at that face. I mean, it's all crushed in. It's like big forehead. I mean, we know Ash has a big chin, but look at the side of his face where his jawline is. I mean, it's all face crushed into the center, and then, you know, so much extra head around it for no apparent reason. And, you know, it's just not very well done. You know, again, like I said, it all feels paint by numbers. It's lacking any type of gravitas. There's nothing here that makes you go, wow, I really got to find out what happens next. You know, so like I said, the cover by Gabriel Hardman is probably as good as it gets. You know, when that's the best you have to offer is the cover. Well, yeah, it's probably not going to end too well for you when that's where your greatest source of entertainment lies, in riffing on some classic sci-fi tropes on the cover. So yeah, definitely, this was definitely a pass. You know, you don't need to go out and find this or get this, or just, you know, it was just, you know, very disappointing, because I am an Army of Darkness fan. I love the Evil Dead saga. So, you know, to see this so very bland and boring, and, you know, you're able to anticipate what's going to happen on the next page before you even read it. You know, very disappointing effort. A very disappointing effort indeed. So yeah, you definitely got to check this one out. So that's all for this review, and if you like this review, you know, make sure to let me know in the comments, and if you didn't, make sure to let me know in the comments, and smash that like button and smash the subscribe button so you can make sure to check back in when I got more reviews and other things going on. And until then, I will see you later. Take care.